Good morning. Good morning. This is Kathleen Al, just popping on real quick to give you your weekly guidance and inspiration for February 8th, 2021. Welcome to your live guidance. I will be using for my guidance today, I was using the Wisdom Oracle deck from Colette Baron Reed. And I will also be channeling, which I've already channeled the inspiration message, as you can see in the description above. But the inspiration, just to give you a little more in-depth information. I am for those of you who don't know who I am, I assist people in moving through their healing journey, whether it is a loss of a loved one or other experiences that you've had where you've moved through sudden loss, where you can move through, uncover, reconnect, and embrace the love, joy, and abundance that it is in your life by facing and moving through the limiting beliefs in your mind, the blocks in your body, and the trauma that's stuck in your soul. And I do that through healing modalities and actually channeling from the divine and using oracle cards. And so today's inspiration, and if you're interested in working with me one-on-one or in groups, I have some great programs, and you can work with me by just connecting with me on my website at kathleenl.com, and then click work with me, and you can see all the different ways that you could work with me. So today's inspiration was I was guided for all of you, was to look and be the love that we are. We often get caught up in what's swirling around us with turmoil and chaos and any kind of loss that we might be going through. And we get caught up in the emotions of that. And I just did a live on my private group called From Grief to Belief, Stepping Stones, for those who have lost someone recently or suddenly. So if you've lost someone, please just connect to me on my Facebook private group at From Grief to Belief, Stepping Stones. But I did a live for them that really is consistent with what we're talking about here. And the channeled information is that if we see other people as love and we receive what we are is love, then our life is more comfortable. It flows easier. There's less chaos. There's less anxiety and depression. And how we can see other people with love is when someone is triggering you in one way or another, or they're responding or reacting in a negative way, what you see as a negative way, or you feel like they're deflecting onto you something, I might invite you to ask yourself a few questions as this is occurring. And it could be, what could be happening in their life that is causing them to act the way they're acting? Does this really have anything to do with me? And usually it doesn't. And you could also ask yourself, what about their behavior is triggering something inside me? And is something happening in my life to make me respond in the way I'm responding? And so as you see yourself as love and you see others as love, then you hold more compassion for people, and you don't have to get involved in their energy. It's just like people who are empathetic, people who are prone to taking on the energy that's around them. You don't have to do that just by asking and seeing that they are all love, and so are you. Love for you to just let me know that you're here and that you've joined. I'd love to know who's here with me. So for that is the inspiration for the week. For this week is really catch yourself before you react to other people's behaviors, and just step back and see them as love, no matter what they are, and maybe even see them as a child and wonder what might have happened to them or where they are in their younger selves. So I hope that finds you well and that information was helpful for you. Use that throughout the week. And we're going to use, again, the Wisdom of Oracle, Colette Baron Reed's deck, to do our weekly guidance for the week. So Mother, Father God, please show us what we need or you'd like us to know through these cards so we may serve in our best and highest throughout the week. They're just popping out. No place like home is the first one that just came out. That one just flew out. Co-create, which is exactly, I love how this all works. What I was just saying, it's like we're co-creating in this world, whether it's in fear, anger, or love. It's really fear or love is really what it boils down to. How do we want to respond to the world? And the higher power is the third one. So no place like home is number 50. No place like home. Co-creation is number 40. And higher power is number 4. Now, for all three of these cards, what I'm seeing here is that there's no place like home when we're in our heart. Now, throughout the week, I'm just putting the cards up here so I can see them. So as I'm talking with you. So throughout, as I mentioned with the channel message, is that our home is within our heart, not our head. And when we react to people's reactions or words or actions, we are reacting from our head. But when we're in our heart, we're in our home, we are responding with love. We are the love that we're the light that we're meant to be here on earth. And when we start to co-create, co-creating means co-create with yourself, co-create with the divine, co-create with the people around you. We are always co-creating. So we're co-creating our experience when we're interacting with another person. And our response is how we co-create. It's not their actions, not their words. It's how we respond to them. It's how we're going to create throughout this world, throughout the week. And our co-creation is energetic. So even our thoughts, if you're thinking negatively of the person that's speaking, our thoughts energetically flow out to them. They feel it, they know it, whether they know it or not. And so as we start to think that, we can just thank the thought and say, oh, thank you for letting me be aware that my reaction is not the best, not in my highest and best, and be able to go back into our heart and really just see them with love. And when we do that, we're co-creating with a higher power. The higher power is you. The higher power is the divine. The higher power just flows that energy down through our head into our heart. And our heart is the one that leads, that's co-creating with us. Our heart is the highest power there. Our heart is the divine. We are the divine. We are love. So I hope that this message has been helpful. There's no place like home, which is your heart. There's always co-creating. You are always co-creating with anybody. Just invite you to remember that throughout the week. And when we're in our heart, when we're in our home, we're co-creating with a higher power. We are the higher power. So I hope those messages find you well and you have a wonderful week. Again, I want to remind you that there is a private Facebook group called From Grief to Belief Stepping Stones. If you've experienced a loss of a loved one, it's a wonderful place to go to get inspirational messages, to have the support that you're looking for, and also, in all honesty, it's different than most support groups. This is an energetic support group that I assist you through different healing modalities, so where you can actually connect with the energy that's around you. So it is a wonderful way to learn how to respond to grief in a different way. So, and if you want to work with me one-on-one or in groups, I have a wonderful group that is an energy group that happens twice a week. It's a membership process. Go ahead and click on KathleenLWork.com and hit work with me, and you can get all the information you're looking for. I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care, and I will see you next week.